You know, it's interesting. Since I became an executive fairly young and I'm a woman, I think those were two obstacles. Most of the people in the banking corporate world that are at the senior level are men, and they typically to be older white men.
Right.
And there's a lot of people manage their team by fear, and they demand results, and they tell them what they expect, and they put it in writing. But then people are left with no guidance. And so
Right.
my style was to manage from the heart, which was, I think, I was told by my leaders, very unique. And that's what drew them to selecting me young, is because I would go in there, roll my sleeves up. I'll give you an example. Part of my executive role when I was at a larger institution managing the 30 branches, something that is a key metric is managing customer wait time. And when you're waiting in line to see a teller, what frustrates a customer the most is how long it takes to get to a teller.
Okay.
And those customers would get a phone call, they would get surveyed, and if they had poor surveys, then I would have to hold my team accountable. They weren't happy and they would fail their metrics. So I had a branch, they had 15 tellers. My branch manager said they did everything they could possibly do to improve the customer wait time. But I went in and I just sat for over a couple hours in the corner. Not in a suit, I actually wore a baseball hat and sunglasses and blended in so no one knew I was an executive, and my team didn't even notice me. And here's what I did. There was the tellers, and we pulled up their transaction volume, and long story short, we realized that some tellers were doing 30 transactions per hour and some were doing 10. So the fast ones helped move the line, but they had more errors. So the fast people weren't necessarily the best, most productive, because they had increased errors.
Yeah.
The people doing 10 transactions, they necessarily were too slow, but they had less defects, they had less errors. So we decided what is the right number of transactions a teller should have in a given hour. Number one, to increase efficiency, the customer's experience, wait time. Number two, decrease error, so they didn't have to do it over and do rework.
Exactly.
And so we were able, over a 90-day period of time, to transform failing customer service results with the same amount of tellers to leading the entire territory, because we broke down and we basically solved the root cause. It was inefficient tellers. And the third and final component is the leader. The way they were coaching the tellers to move faster was move faster. So instead, I put my manager on the teller window and asked them to role model the right behaviors.
Oh, nice.
'Cause
Lead by example.
at the end of the day, does the leader have the ability to role model the job of the people they're leading? And that was my other root cause. My leader was not effective.
Okay.
They were missing several keystrokes themselves that improves efficiency. So just an example of doing a more diagnostic style to get to root cause, to increase productivity, and then overall they increase morale. And then every other metric started to improve.